stuck here in a dream. Back at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'll stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this 15 August 2024 in the year of our CSM dumpster fire. This is Sergeant's Time. Nice host. And I got, of course, in the gutter seat, I got the Spanky.
Hey y'all, that's me.
And you know, we were gonna throw some hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. No, not tonight. We're gonna go straight into the fucking meat and taters.
Yes, we do not have time.
We do not. We actually do not have time. Currently,
I want to get through all of this.
Yeah, there's so much tea that I even had to pour some in my overflow cups here. I got some tea right here. I got so much tea. Oh, ooh, Lord, I got some tea.
Gotta get one of them big sun jugs.
Oh, I know.
5-gallon dispenser of tea.
Exactly. Oh man, welcome to Sergeant's Time, U.S. Army WTF Bombers and WTF Nation Radio. Why am I making you hungry? Why would I make you hungry? I don't know. We didn't talk about food. We just talked about tea. Oh, the sausage part? Yeah. Apparently that's been. Can I say that? Can I say that? Is that a joke? Can I do a dad joke? Can I do a perverted joke now? That sausage just seems to be the rage right now. Holy fuck! Oh man! All right, so a lot has happened within the last 24 hours. I'd say 48 hours with the reliefs of several CSMs. Major fucking reliefs. These are big deal fucking reliefs.
Yeah.
This isn't like, you know, this is no
the S3s are getting full.
Yeah. Oh man.
Them S3 sergeant majors are like, damn buddy, what you doing
exactly.
here?
all these S3 sergeant majors are like, hey, oh fuck. Oh, I just found my new DTS guy. or my new USR gal.
Slides for me.
Yeah.
Slides.
Exactly.
No Calibri.
no Calibri, yeah. Leave my girl Samantha out of this. Holy. Okay, so real quick, let's go first off. Well, we talked about, we just kind of skimmed the top. We skimmed the top on one relief, and that was the Command Sergeant Major of the 173rd Airborne Brigade out in Vicenza, Italy. Matthew Carlson. Some of you, I think, know this individual already. And so just a real quick, everyone's like, oh, well, you know, we don't always, for loss and trust, faith and confidence, and yada, yada, yada. So we'll be covering several reliefs that has transpired in Mill News. And again, shout out to everyone who's been writing articles about this. I know everyone has been grabbing the articles and say, oh my God, if we only had enough reporters and Mill Media to talk about this. Anyways, so most of the stuff we'll be getting from military.com and of course, Task and Purpose. So everybody knows about this event right here. This has taken a weird.
Talked about that in depth last week.
Yeah, we talked about it in depth, but there are some details that are now started coming out of this one. Somebody says, "You're saying there's a job opening?" Sorry, I'm retired. All my retired buddies are like, "Oh man, does that mean we're going to get recalled?" So there are some. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was like, all you master sergeants, things are looking good for y'all.
I was about to say promotions will be good, guys. I was about to say
Let's
fucking,
say,
you know,
yeah.
let's light them up. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. So
Okay.
this case right here, and this is just one. Okay, there's several, so we'll just start with one. Okay, this Sergeant Major here, Command Sergeant Major here.
Mhm.
This case is weird as shit. Now I'm just going to go into some of the details that we have received at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. That this has been like in the Italian news. This is now reached into the Italian news, and I'm just kind of like, I don't even know where to go, because it's like it's in the Italian news that I can't even open it myself. Like, we can't even open it on our accounts. It's like, I basically said it was this is what happened between a sergeant major and someone. And I'm like, so, you know, if you see us, yeah, if the Italians think it's freaky, yeah, it's freaky. Yeah, exactly. Buongiorno. Gloria mio. I've been getting a lot of Italian memes. So working with our I guess you'd say not working with AI, but working with, of course, going through and asking, hey, how do you even translate this article? Someone showed us olds how to translate an article with your browser, and some settings with your browsers will come up. Now, mind you, this is from Corriere del Veneto in Italy, and all I did was just hit translate. Of course, somebody walked me through the process, and goddamn, one of the heads of the now mind you, this is a very rough translation. One of the heads of the Italy barracks removed from, I almost wanted to accent myself. One of the heads of the Italy barracks. I almost went there. Had problems with the alcohol.
Let's do this, chef.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're drinking tea tonight,
We're
not
drinking-
alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So anyway, this is from the Corriere del Veneto, and this is all right. This right here is fucking media from Italy. They all know what's up. They all know what's going on, and it just says our highly decorated Sergeant Major Carlson's in chief of non-commissioned officers, and his lawyer is in a retaliation of complaints made by the military at the top. Showgirl Michela Moriato says Matthew is a friend, and this action against him is a revenge against me. I have no idea what's the detail of that. It even says removed from command for alcohol-related problems. For some, it would be exclusive pretext. Now, of course, it's not. This is just a translation, rough translation. U.S. website specializing in the military world, including the historic magazine. Stars and Stripes is historic. You know that, right? That's they're historic.
Yes. I mean, in Italy, it is.
It is. No, you're right. Well, overseas, it is altogether.
Yeah.
Chief Non-Commissioned Officer, 173rd Airborne Brigade, CTAF, and Italy Barracks in Vicenza. Decision would be communicated to the person concerned, blah, 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 loss in confidence and leadership. And of course, you know, hey, the Italian community loves him. They think he's, you know, hey, highly respected. You know, he's a kind link to the general commander, blah, blah, blah. Carlson's a real war hero. I mean, everyone's like throwing some comments in here and that are of his support. Legal reaction from the military. Maybe you've seen articles about me. I guess he put out a letter of support on his social media. And meanwhile, collection of signatures has started at change.org to return him to his post. See, this is stuff that I didn't know until somebody brought it to my attention from overseas. And I'm like, oh shit. So there's like a freaking, there was somebody who was denounced for espionage at the base and removed and then readmitted.
Well, this Michelle.
Yeah.
She was the one that was being banned according to this artiple.
Correct.
She was the one that was banned.
Correct.
Like she's supposedly the spy.
Yes.
And I guess there's a change.org petition like to get him back. I'm gonna have to like try to find that. Let me see.
Yeah.
I can still click on it. I'm just curious. Like,
yeah.
People want him back.
Yeah, people want him back. So he even says, in her opinion, one towards Carlson, whom she knows personally is the real injustice. Matthew's not an alcoholic. In the words of Moliato, but a person who had a drink with friends over the weekend who was stopped by the Carabinieri near the barracks, among other things, and not, in my opinion, it's a consequence of some power games. So that's what's like. This is fucking taking a bizarre turn, is what I'm saying. He's one of many that I insisted to return to the barracks, and this is the measure that comes when I reported a smuggled e-cigarette ring inside the base in February. And this is something I don't want involved in the Italian military command because I have great esteem for them, but only for the Americans. I'm like, dude, what? People still vape? That's more than breaking news. Holy shit, y'all vaping out there?
I mean, what kind of e-cigarettes are they smuggling? Are they illegal or something?
I don't see
Italy?
that's yeah, exactly. I don't know. So this is something, like, again, appreciate everybody overseas in the Vincenza Caserta Erdely. Vaping is for chumps. Appreciate for this. I, again, didn't freaking know this was up. I didn't know all this shit. So this is taking a more deeper twist than we realize. But that's from what I could see before. Now, we posted e-cigs or the new Levi's. What's wrong with Levi's? Why y'all hating on Levi's?
Well, I mean, you know, that's the old school things that, you know, people used to black market over there.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we? Yeah, we did talk about that. I'm not saying I have used or have used my influence at all to have some how do I say this? Some clout to make some side hustles here and there. Anyways, that would be unethical. That would be unethical. Yeah, that's like, you know, it's considered a gift, you know, and you know, but we had posted a screenshot. I don't know if you guys remember this back in the day. Well, not back in the day, just a few days ago, as a matter of fact, that we had posted a screenshot of an event that happened with a court-martial and sexual assault. Now, guys, do not post victims or whatever of said anything, sexual assault, inside our chats. We've got them in the inbox. We saw it. We appreciate it. Sorry, Major Ice was removed for selling Levi's in 1991. Go back a little bit further. I'm just kidding. So guys, do not send us counseling statements and all that stuff. We will delete your account. We will delete and ban you if you're throwing some sexual assault victim stuff in there too. This has, around the same fucking time that this came out, was the same time that we had the window cap that we had posted with a court martial, and this is the court martial that we were talking about. So at the unit, we had a court martial, saw our first class on trial for mistreatment and sexual assault. One of the guys making guys shove objects up their ass while watched. All sexual charges were dropped and got convicted misdemeanor, mistreatment, punishment, and med board retirement. At the end, you could say all you had to do was, you could have said no, so it's consensual, so it's not his fault. And this is the 173rd. And now our brigade CSM seems to have disappeared and gotten quietly replaced. So with that, when that was posted at U.S. Army WTF Moments, then immediately we were contacted, and I get asked for by name a lot. You know that? I get bring me the guy with the big nose and glasses. And we will talk. So the 170, I should say the CTAF, U.S. United States Army Europe, United States, what was it? U.S. Army Southern European Task Force, Africa, Africa, posted a freaking, well, actually asked us to send a statement out to keep you guys updated on what was happening. So we did that. And with that, we posted a statement that they said that was, you know, okay, I appreciate it, PAOs, for reacting and sending us that. So, of course, in reference to the screenshot, we posted a 17, or AFRICOM, yeah, we're the real unit, like Suck Africa. That's the real unit. On 17 July 2024, a special court-martial convened by Colonel Gaspard, a military judge, found a Sergeant First Class Andreen guilty pursuant to his plea and one specification of violation of lawful order, regulation, Article 92 UCMJ, and specification of cruelty and maltreatment of subordinates, Article 93 UCMJ. The lawful order was a violation of AR 600-20, Army Command Policy, related to the sexual harassment of a service member and local national, and violation of cruelty of maltreatment related to the treatment of these three of his subordinates. Convictions as a special court-martial are considered a federal conviction and reported to the National Crime Information Center to properly reflect on the individual's criminal record. And then they did their standard, personnel who violate the law and standards of service will be held accountable for their conduct. Again, that's okay. Appreciate it. Thank you for sending that. That's good shit. I'm glad that they They responded so quick. I really wish sometimes units would respond to our hails, but hey, I mean, if it gets posted and we get a response, then I. Then
Right.
when that was posted, all together, we got some more information in the inbox. And in regards to CSM Carlson, he was Andreen's platoon sergeant, was fired for getting hammered and banging lower enlisted and playing gay chicken at a bar and got super fucked up in Vincenza. And it was a Joe that recorded the events on Snapchat. Snapchat. I'm gonna tell you what, social media the snaps will kill you. The snaps will get you.
I mean, people think snaps disappear quickly. They do not.
They do not. Snaps, snaps do not escape the World Wide Web when screenshots are taken, and then that's it.
They are. I mean, they may tell you that they are getting a screenshot, but snaps are there for just as forever as anything else you post.
Yep. So, first, Simon says, first rule of Gay Chicken Club is never play in front of your troops. We're not saying there's nothing wrong with gay chicken. Consenting adults can do whatever they want, right? You just can't, bang your fucking troops and abuse your soldiers and, conduct unconsensual acts to each other. But again, CSM, leader of your troops, consider everybody your subordinate. If you're on that camp and everyone's your responsibility. So that's one.
Absolutely.
So that's one CSM. Okay, that was a real quick one. All right. Now the next one is holy fuck.
Moving on.
Holy fuck.
Oh my gosh.
This was a good. Oh Lord. Ooh, this is a hot one.
Oh Lordy. Let's see what happens.
This might as well just break. So we also talked about we skimmed this one on the top and we said we were waiting for more details to come out. And so I'm kind of glad that the details come out. But this was broke by a meme page on Instagram. And that meme page, let me see if I got the link right, so that way it's good to go. Matter of fact, I'll just pull up the screenshots and all that. It was 101st,
Yeah.
the 101st screaming. Oh, I'm sorry, 101st Memeing Eagles. Memeing Eagles. Posted something about the CSM that was recently relieved. And I think they had somebody else on this too. 101st Beeman Eagles broke this story here of a Command Sergeant Major Veronica Knapp. And this was at the same time that she was being relieved for events that happened in the MDW. Well, there's other shit that happened when she was the CSM at the 101st that are now starting to come out. Mind you, now this is CSM number 2. And just to give you guys here, I'm giving credit to the 101st Beeman Eagles for breaking this story. This is they look. There are different meme pages out there. WTF Moments covers all the Army, and there's specific meme pages out there like the 101st Beeman Eagles. Obviously, that's the 101st Airborne Division, and then of course like Fancy Bear, they do the 82nd, and then there's other ones that does all this other stuff. So anyways, so they broke the story, and the story on this, now mind you, this is CSM number 2, had some very interesting information that has been corroborated by us. I should say, the information that they received, that they posted, we got the same information, and we decided to, hey, look, it's almost like a respect thing. If we see a page that's posting some stuff, and they're running with it, let them fucking run with it, and then we'll let them. Well, like I said, and like I spoke to the admins because I don't know who runs it. I'm gonna attribute the story. I'm gonna post your stuff, post your screenshots and stuff like that, and that way you guys can get the creds because they're knocking it out of the park when it comes to this information. So they posted.
I mean, they're the ones that are right there. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones that are right there that are getting the information from the soldiers that are serving in the 101st. So it's only fair that I give them the credit. Now, here's what they said: is that on their post is that your reputation as a bad leader does not always catch up to you, but in case of former CSM Veronica Knapp, it has. She was the 101st Airborne Division's first female CSM. and it was an odd decision for a former MP to be made one of the premier infantry division CSMs, but that's politics. Hey, look, here's my position on that. If someone's got the leadership creds and they could fucking knock it out and they could do it regardless of the MOS, fucking have them knock it out.
Yeah.
Just let them do it. Because God forbid, we have tankers in charge of infantry divisions. We have fucking, we have, well, I would say not more because he got relieved too. We have infantry guys in charge of organizations that are not infantry. So it's kind of like, hey, you got.
I mean,
creds
I
to
was
do
a
it.
chemical as a detachment sergeant in a signal unit.
Yeah.
And that made absolutely no difference. I mean, I did have a signal MOS before, but I did not need to know any of the signal technical stuff to be a detachment sergeant. You know,
Right, exactly.
I just did not.
Exactly.
So no, I don't think that part mattered.
Yeah, to me it doesn't matter. But again,
all the other stuff matters.
Yeah, exactly. All the other stuff does matter but again, I'm just giving what they have posted on their page, and of course, I'm not here to disagree because the stuff that they received is the same information that we received as well. We just kind of like, oh, okay, well, they fucking ran it. Let's fucking let them run it.
Right.
So, they did joke around and say that I'm not going to mention the terrible Operation Lethal Eagle video she did with Major General McGee. Three serious allegations against her, though, are more important. One, she was an ineffectual and selfish leader. Two, she had sexual relations with other soldiers on Fort Campbell, including her personal driver. And she was moved to D.C. after being discovered performing oral sex on a staff sergeant in the division parking lot.
I'm like, what kind of freaking audacity? Like,
yeah. Number three, she had sexual relations with other soldiers during the European deployments at MCAB in Romania and in Poland. And then, of course, the statement that they said, Knapp was or still married with 2 children. And of course, they posted their own statement as well. Where I know a lot of soldiers cheat on their spouses, but the extent of what she did is absolutely excessive and deserving of special recognition. We will address each of the allegations individually with one post over the next few days. We did not do a 15-6 on her, so this will give us time to make sure that we have all the first-hand information to get the facts right as the story breaks. As anybody, we do the same thing. They post updates and let them do it. Hey, shout out to the screaming memes. Why do I call them screaming memes? I don't know why I say that. Screaming Mimi. I'm thinking about that TV show Riptide, that old helicopter that was all pink and it said Screaming Mimi on it. I DM the page and we'll correct it. And funny enough, we reached out to the 101st PAO to run the story 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it seems the investigation finally finished and Task and Purpose made it public. So what's the purpose of this post? Holding senior leaders publicly accountable and senior leaders setting the example. As need to be made. I can't fucking read today, man. And need to be made the example as well. So that's the second CSM. Now, again, this was broke by the 101st Meme and Eagles, and I'm gonna throw up their fucking Instagram again to show as well, so that way you guys could see it. Giving them the love because they were the ones that broke it. Again, shout out to them, 101st Meme and Eagles. Give them a follow. Give them a follow, share, love, like on the Instas, because this is right here is this is big. So that's the second one. That's the second CSM.
yeah, and I'm not calling anybody out, so please nobody take this personally, but I'm not here for the freaking double standard. She's not keeping their morale up. She's not doing any of that shit. She's doing the same thing that I would call out any other male sergeant major for. She's taking advantage of her fucking position, especially when it comes to her damn driver, because you can't tell me that her driver could have said no and not have gotten shit and fallback from it. You can't tell me that and convince me otherwise. So I don't want to hear, and I will call you out next time, any damn jokes about she's keeping their morale up and she's making her soldiers happy. That's fucking bullshit. She's a predator.
Yeah. So we all kind of like joke around about that stuff too, but holy fucking shit. This like you said, Spanky, the standard is that everyone's like, oh, well, no one else is saying anything about what she did. Well, the other ones, well, we are doing the same with every CSM that we're posting, because now we're on CSM number 3.
Just as bad as every other male sergeant major that's fucking his privates.
Yeah, exactly that. Now, This one right here is kind of like this is pretty fucked up. This one is really fucked up.
Yes.
Now in this topic there will be the discussion of suicide. So you guys pay attention, and I don't know what to say. I really don't. We got a tip that the yeah, exactly that, Branko. Number 3, we got a tip that another CSM out at Fort Huachuca, Command Sergeant Major Christopher A. Sampson, 309th Military Intelligence Battalion at Hoochie Coochie, was fired from his position for fraternizing with one of his soldiers. Now, the details on this, they're pretty fucked up. This one, once we posted, had a flood of information that was almost that was overlapping so much that I had to put it in a separate chat to collect all the information all together. And this right here, this one takes the fucking cake. Now, I will say that this incident here, I don't want you guys to fucking try to go after the fucking battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Melissa Salamanca. She just arrived to the organization and she fell into this fucking mess. So this is not oh, well, the battalion commander, blah blah blah. She came into the incident and said, "What the fuck is going on?" while all this stuff is happening. So I want everybody to understand that she was not, oh, well, who knew? And all this before, everyone put your pitchforks, and tiki torch. Ooh, can I say tiki torches now? Because now, is that good to say tiki torches now, or is that bad?
I don't know. I think it's been long enough.
It's been, yeah. So put your. Okay, how about this? You can stop storming the castle. This situation right here is a little bit different. Now, this case right here, and I was talking to somebody who was really close to the case, that it was, and I'll say is a family member, and this one fucking hit me hard. Now, guys, everyone talks about the effects of what you're doing, and somebody said, "Well, who cares? They're just fucking each other. Adulterers should be out of the army, right? Who cares? So it should be no big deal. What's the issue with this? Why should anybody get upset?" So with this event here, is that this individual had an adulterous affair, somebody in the organization, and this individual, the individual that the CSM was involved with, was married to an NCO as well, who ended his life. This story right here is why it pisses me off when people say, "Hey, it's just adultery. Who fucking cares?"
Right. The civilian world wouldn't do anything about it.
The civilian.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares, right? Who cares?
Yeah.
Here's why I say the reason why you either go by the UCMJ and stop saying it's a fucking civil matter, or you nail this motherfucker to the wall. So, the military is an upside down pineapple club. What does that mean? Is that like supposed to mean like swingers or something like that?
Yeah, upside down pineapple is a sign for swingers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
So I won't go into a lot of the details to respect the family member of the individual that ended his life. But I will say this, that I look back and someone sent me, "Hey, did you guys remember about posting a suicide or something like that?" I'm trying to think back when we did or not. I'm going to tell you what, you guys, the WTF Nation, you guys got some good memories, because we post something and somebody will say, "Hey, oh, well, you posted this is like, fuck, we did? Fuck, shit, okay." About a year ago at Fort Huachuca, there was a sergeant first class that committed suicide and was receiving, and someone was, that the individual that killed himself discovered that his wife was having an affair with a CSM that we just highlighted.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I was for the last 48 hours I was speaking to the family member, and it hollows you out, man. It hollows you out. I had to bounce off some information with another friend of mine, just so that way I was, my brain was fucking like functioning to understand the complexity and to understand the hurt that was being conveyed to me when this individual was talking to me about, a loss of a family member. So
Yes,
go
this
ahead.
is the
Go ahead.
no, this is the absolute worst case scenario of the reason why adultery is in the UCMJ. It's in there because it can, like, disrupt the order and discipline in a unit. Because if you're sleeping around, one, they say, okay, you have no morals or whatever. You're breaking a vow. All right, that if you can break one vow, that means you don't have integrity. All right, you said you weren't going to do this, you
Mhm.
swore you weren't going to do this, or you vowed you weren't going to do this. All right, so if you're going to break that, what else? Other kind of ones can you break? All right, that's like the bottom line of kind of why it's in the UCMJ. And if your soldiers see that you're going to break this like type of vow, like why should they trust you to keep any other ones? Okay, so then this is the absolute worst case of that. It's already disrupted the order and discipline, and this is the end result. And now this entire family is shattered, and it is a big deal,
Yeah.
and it's awful.
Right. Um, again, the battalion commander did not know
Mm.
and fell in on this. So it's not like
Yes.
it's not like she was aware of this and was aware of all the situation and yada yada yada.
And turning a blind eye
And
or
turning a
anything.
blind eye. She arrived at the.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna hammer that down again. The battalion commander
Mhm.
did not know or was being brought onto the situation and realizing what the fuck is going on, and exactly that, David. This is the shit that breaks down the moral fabric. So when I see people going, it's just adultery. Who cares? It's just a fucking adultery. Someone's like, civilian world. I see a comment right now. In the civilian world, you're not supposed to trust your spouse's boss with their life.
Exactly.
Now, this dude, CSM Sampson, was not a fucking. It was known that he was shady as fuck. It was known throughout the organization. We got one piece of information that I think we didn't even realize that, no big deal, until I looked back and said, holy fuck, this is a big fucking deal. Blah, 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 blah. Their inbox goes back a few years. I should say back to 2010. It's almost 15 years old. Our inbox is almost 15 years old. He's been kind of shady. Now, this last piece of information that we got was that Samson met up with the BC at a bar and was hitting on her. I think it was like a meetup for hey, I've done this before. I have met with my raiders. I have met with some individuals when we sit down in a fucking restaurant or B-dubs. And Spanky, you've seen me talking shit like that. We go drink a beer, shoot the shit. Napkin, I was just telling a friend of mine, we do napkin, hey, what about this? What about that? We have some ideas, have a couple beers, eat some wings. It is not uncommon for leaders to have an offsite. Well, he starts hitting on her.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right?
Like, was it a one-off?
I mean, because
was
maybe
it...
she has like a little bit of integrity and I don't know, just the tiniest shred. That's all you need to tell someone to fuck up. What's wrong with you?
Right. Right. So again, I'm going to post this in honor because he was posthumously promoted to Master Sergeant, and he ended his life last year. Master Sergeant Colin Corrigan. That's his picture right there. So when somebody says it's not a big fucking deal, when somebody says, it's just fucking whatever, and it gets, like you said, it gets to this works extreme, Spanky. This is the shit that, like I said, when I was talking to one of my friends today about him, and I was telling him, dude, I don't even know how to present this. I don't know how to do this. My hands are sweaty. How do I fucking talk about this? Blah, blah. And he, bros do, hey man, you got this. You fucking keep going, keep talking, get raged up, get fired up, because this right here is the reason why we don't fucking, we hold this shit seriously. I hold this shit seriously. We're not talking about somebody who was fucking going through some shit. No, we're not talking about somebody who was fucking whatever. It didn't matter if the CSM, it was not a subordinate. It was in the organization. If you are a CSM in an organization, you have a battalion, everybody's your fucking soldier. They're all your troops.
Every single one of them.
So to sit there and say this shit, and again, I keep going back. Everyone's like, oh, not a big deal. So what? It's just it's just fucking adultery. There's people, they're grown adults. Make up your fucking mind.
Yeah, I mean, yes, they are, but they are grown adults, but you are a grown adult that like joined the military and swore to uphold the UCMJ. So, I mean, get out, get out. Like, I mean, you didn't have to reenlist. You made awful choices, and these are the consequences of those awful choices you made. And if it was Spanky that was the one in charge, you would be in Leavenworth. So there you go.
I'm going to say this right now, that I was allowed to say this, that the soldier that he slept with is now pregnant. So, yeah, I'm, dude. This is again. Go ahead.
I know, and I feel awful for that child too. Like, oh no, that poor baby.
Yeah.
It's like again, that baby's gonna grow up and like find out,
Yeah.
because this is not a secret. It is going to be on the internet forever, and find out like, oh, that's nice. Like how I came around, that poor baby. So, this is all those, unintended, like cascading consequences because you couldn't keep, your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
And both of you,
yeah.
especially the one that, took that vow, the one that took the vow, and, the one that like, oh, I'm Sergeant Major, I should know better than to, screw another soldier's wife.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
So that's CSM Christopher A. Sampson. Now, this right here hasn't really hit this one here again. This didn't hit the news. Yet, exactly. Yet. This didn't hit the news. Here's what I was saying about accountability with leaders and stories that get fucking swept under the fucking rug. This shit right here, like someone I saw in the comment, it tears the very fabric of the organization. While you see a CSM get put on blast about one thing, but you see a CSM get put, we quietly moved, quietly removed. Nah, no, fuck that. So I didn't even know how to. Even though I'm prepared. Me and Spanky literally went through the notes because we wanted to make sure we're posting the shit. And I'm even with notes right now that I had to go off of. I'm still this case right here is the one that fucks me up the most. Can we make a connection to say that this possibly had something to do with the NCO losing his life or ending his life during this? I will say that probably had something to do to push him over the edge. Could we say that? Could we not say that? An individual that takes their own life, obviously under their own hand. But this right here, to push somebody over the edge like that, I don't know what was in that guy's head. I don't. And to blow it off, I think in his memory, this is the shit that needs to get blasted. This is the shit that needs to get exposed. How many sergeant majors are we at now? This is we're at CSM 3, right? This is CSM 3.
Yes, I believe so. I forgot to keep count.
Okay, CSM 3.
This one did that one did turn me up.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean I get it. I knew I was prepared, but yeah, and then I'm doing my best to ignore a few comments because the person in power is the perpetrator, and that's just the way it goes. So we'll move on to number 4, or there we go.
Yeah. Now,
So,
number 4. Number 4. The fourth CSM to get the fourth one. Now this one hit the news. I spoke with him when he did it. Fuck, I'm so sorry, Cinto. I'm so sorry, Cinto Quintana. I am so fucking sorry.
I'm so sorry. I just saw that too.
I really am. This fucking tears me up. So when someone says, "Oh, it's not a big deal," fuck off. I noticed people didn't say something about that. Fuck off. This is why it fucking matters, and this is why our fucking soldiers need to see it matter. If you don't fucking make it matter, your soldiers won't give a fuck about you. You can't sit there and stand in front of a fucking formation and say, "Whoa, leaders this, blah, blah, Army values, blah, 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 blah." Nah. Jacinto Catania says, "I got to say goodbye to the best person I ever knew." Ugh. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So we have another comment. It's a big deal when you're on the receiving end of this, and it's not a fucking game anymore.
Exactly.
So this is fucking really heartbreaking. So this next CSM that we're highlighting, this one was not going to be in the news until tomorrow, and now it's lit. Command Sergeant Major Harold Ed Gerald. You guys see him right here. First IO Command. First Information Operations Command. Damn, dude.
And this is out of, I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, this is out of the national this is the out of Virginia, out of the National Capital Region.
Okay.
This is out there.
That's what I thought.
So this is another one. There's more. There's enough CSMs now to fill a hockey team. So to go on this case. Now this case here, I just thought of something. Now all these E8s can get promoted. Yeah, right. Huh? Now this case here is connected to the case of CSM number 2, Veronica Knapp. Does that make sense? So
crystal clear to me.
So this one, this CSM, let me say this again. This CSM that we just posted, sorry, Major Cheryl, I'm sorry. He got caught up in the Knapp investigation. He got caught up in a lot of stuff. And when it came to like, oh, all right, we're going to start digging into stuff. We're going to start more likely probably like going through text messages and shit like that. He was involved in it too with her. So when asked about it, and this is from some sources within the command, he admitted to the affair, and it came to light with text messages on government phones. He was supposed to have been relieved tomorrow morning, but obviously it broke a little bit faster than it kind of whirlwinded into the stories that we're talking about now. Once it was posted by military.com, then that's it. That's how his release. So him being involved in all this other shit got caught up in that. So that's his is more of a, I admitted it, I fucked up, here's my shit, I got busted, yada yada. Does that make sense? It's kind of like,
yeah,
this I got caught, this is me, fucking whatever, blah 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 blah, and then there you go.
Yeah, so it just sounds like since Knapp was getting investigated, like I said, this is me like speculating, of course. It sounds like Knapp was getting investigated, and then they found like evidence on between, like while investigating her against him.
Correct.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. So that's what I think. Now, on top of that, I'm glad you brought that up, Spanky. On top of that, with the Knapp investigation, this one right here is kind of, and it's not unverified, but it's being corroborated by more troops. Obviously, more will come out once it gets announced. There is an SGM that was involved with this too. That's why one is on. When I said one's on the radar, that's the one that's on the radar. That's the one is like on the fucking radar. And of course, that was that's talking with the meme pages and all that. And so again, I'm just going to go ahead and give a shout out again to the 101st Meme and Eagles for breaking. This is some good reporting. This is some good. I mean, damn, this is almost Jose level reporting. Yeah, this is. So again, I'm going to throw another shout out to 101st Meme and Eagles for this one.
I mean, it's, like I said,
Greg says, late to the show, so this one and the female incident are from the same incident. Correct. What about the other ones that got relieved, or is it the same incident they all got caught up in? No, Greg. There is an SGM that's on the radar right now that we're trying to get information of that was possibly, while deployed, involved, and a W-2 overseas.
Yeah.
So that's the information we're trying to grab. Hey, I'm just going to run with I'm running with the scoop that they're doing. If 101st Beam and Eagles post this stuff out, it's going to get posted. We'll share it. Share, like, and follow. So that's that one. So how many CSMs are we at now? So now we're at 5, right?
That's 5.
That's
yes.
5. Okay.
Now
we're going to number 6. Now this one right here has not been posted to the public as well. I don't know why. But just like, hey, do you want to take
I mean, they're just kind of getting behind. It's a lot of work right now. That's what it is.
It's like, phone's been ringing like crazy. I literally had a phone call today because I had to break it down by, okay, which CSM number was this? CSM number what? 5, 6, 7,
You're
7?
need a spreadsheet.
Do I need? Yeah, exactly. Do I need a fucking patch chart of organizations that are losing, a tracker that have lost CSMs lately? Because these are major commands.
Right.
These
Those
are major...
manning devices. Manning
conferences that we're talking about. Yeah, exactly. The UMR, those UMR.
That's it.
Somebody gets a UMR from the J1 and it catches on fire. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a break right quick, and we're gonna go over the last CSM. I know, sorry, we gotta break that time because I've been drinking water and everyone's gonna, and so. We'll be right back with the last CSM that's been relieved, and we'll be able to give you some more information on that one as well. So everyone, smoke them if you got them. Take a break. You hit the head. And then here we go. We need to post an in memoriam post for these CSMs. Exactly. Everybody, exactly. I see the comments there. Everybody get your hey, you master sergeants and first sergeants out there, get your promotion packets ready. Get your fucking records.
Get your shit unlocked.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So the last CSM we'll discuss it. Then of course we got a couple of good feel good stories too, of course, and then we'll be able to bring this. We'll close. Again. This was supposed to be a sergeant's time about other stuff, but obviously I got so many CSMs falling out of my pocket right now. I don't know. Fucking had the story is completely on this. So one more CSM we're going to discuss, and we'll be right back. Some shots.
If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much going to be me sitting there talking shit, like, constantly.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
All you Trekkies and TV addicts, don't mean to this, don't mean to bring static. All you Klingons in your grandma's house, grab your backstreet friend and get loud, blowing doors off inches, grab you with the benches. And no, I didn't retire, I'll snatch you off with the needle nose pliers.
With the U-boat you never seen before, gliding in the glazing like no creek in the butcher. Like a racing with the bass so not goofy like they're in a haste so I'm a pop making your night with practice me running that you know. Oh, what's up with that? I got friends and family that I respect. When I think I'm too good, they put me in check. Don't believe when they say I'm no better than you, except when I rap, so I guess it ain't true like that. Joel, and you just don't stop. Guaranteed to make your body rock.
Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out. Let's turn this party out. Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out.
What's the condition? I'm a man that's on a mission. Son, you better listen. Stuck in your
yourself. Put that back on the shelf. Blaze blazing, you gotta phase in. My crew's amazing. We're working on the record, y'all, so just stay patient. Check it out. What's it all about? We're working out. Let's turn this party out. Check it out. What's it all about? We're working out. Let's turn this party out.
Now I go by the name of the King Admiral. I don't wear a cup nor a job. I bring it that's beyond bizarre, like Miss Piggy. I am the one with the clientele. You say I'd rock, you rock so well. I got class like pink champagne. Let's see, ain't got the microphone.
Facebook Live. I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Clean myself up. This fucking sucks. The situations and topics that we are covering affect a lot of people. And I did get asked a question in a DM because they are afraid of having retribution thrown at them in the chats. Is why don't they fucking go after the individuals that have participated in these relationships? So, for instance, if so-and-so was fucking around with so-and-so, then why didn't they go after her? If so, well, I will say this, at CSM, the first IO command that was involved with the CSM they're getting in trouble. They got in trouble. They are getting in trouble. So, but I understand what you're saying. The individuals that are fucking around, how come if they're civilian women, obviously they cannot get in trouble because they're civilians. But if they're in the military, that's a good point. How come both parties are not held accountable? That's a great point, and appreciate you asking in the DMs. So this next CSM, go ahead.
Oh, just to touch on that, in my experience, they usually do. It just is not. Well, it depends, like how big the rank difference is.
Right.
But if you're talking to NCOs, they do. It's
Okay.
like, yeah, and they do, and it's just you hear about the relief from the top, because the other NCOs usually not in any position they're really getting relief from,
Right.
and those kinds don't make the news.
Right.
They get their R15, and then that pretty much ruins their career too.
Right. Okay. So both of them are.
hear about
Yeah. I again appreciate it because, and this was again,
Yeah.
whatever's going on at fucking
civilians, they
yeah,
can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever's going on at fucking Fort Huachuca right now, because someone told me to check my messages. It's fucked up. When you have soldiers that are
it's
afraid
awful.
to come out and talk about this, I think you need to fucking throw some light on this to sanitize this fucking whole incident and court-martial that fucker, dude. That's just me.
Exactly.
Because
And that's unfortunate.
Court-martial all involved, pregnant or not.
Yeah, but when it's a civilian, there is nothing.
Correct. When there's a civilian, you can't do anything about it. There's nothing. Obviously, more than likely, it's going to be some other stuff. But the next CSM, hang on, I got to look it up because I want to pull up the. This is out of Fort Leavenworth. This is the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2, 4, 5, 6.
6. This is at the United States Disciplinary Barracks in Fort Leavenworth. How did you guys know about that? Okay. Wait, what? The disciplinary barracks where Leavenworth. That's fucking
where
where the
drive far.
Yeah, it's a fucking jail, right? So everybody knows.
Right.
Disciplinary barracks.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah. Everybody knows that's where you go when you serve your fucking time. And so the only thing I got here is the. I mean, I can only window cap a building. I mean, you guys want to see the jail or something like that? Then there you go. So there it is. There, Fort Leavenworth. There, that's it. There's Fort Leavenworth. I don't know. Do you have something? You know what? 31 Echoes. That's right. Cage Kickers is what I heard they're called. I guess that's a nickname for them. Cage Kickers. So this is the 6th command. This is the 6th. Now this is a CSM and a battalion commander of those individuals that run the disciplinary barracks. And this right here is, again, this one right here has not been revealed to the news. This is what I'm saying. I was telling you, I was on the fucking phone call and I had to break down what CSMs or, who's getting fried or whatever. So
Sure, there's not too many on Fort Leavenworth.
I know, man. It's like, so let me pull up my notes. Which notes would I have? That's what you are. Oh, Bradley, you're a cage kicker. Oh shit! I'll be honest with you. I took a visit to what was it? Mannheim, the Charlie's Chicken Farm, and I almost became one. You guys do some pretty good recruiting when you see somebody, you see somebody that how prisoners are being treated and whatever. I mean, I'll go on my own personal stance. It's real quick political, but I think Clint Laurence should still be in there. But that's just me. So the Army Corrections Command Battalion they were relieved. So the battalion commander and the CSM, according to a 15-6, and because of a command climate survey, they were relieved. So David, come in. Go to Leavenworth to make big rocks and little rocks. Yeah, exactly. Or in that case, I know you're a battalion commander or a CSM. Could you know what I mean? I think that should be like a lesson learned right there to have the.
Right.
So that's 6.
So
that's 6 CSMs.
This was both the CSM and the commander.
Correct. You know, that used to be a practice back in the days when the command team fucked up. They both got hammered. And I've had people that I've known that have gone in the that have gone to Afghanistan and have been involved, have done whatever, and the one command, it didn't matter if the fucking first sergeant or the company commander or CSM or whatever fucked up, they both got relieved. They both got relieved. So it's just kind of like, okay, maybe that's what the Army should do. Start firing both command teams and everybody, just everybody.
Yeah, maybe the S3 OICs were getting jealous. Our majors getting all that help.
Fucking.
I want some help too.
Right.
Exos were like,
exactly. Hey, Exos like, I got my new fucking motor officer here. My DTS lads are going to come down. They're going to turn green pretty good. So those are the 6 CSMs that we have covered. Like I said, some of them are on the radar, some of them are not. And I'm glad that everyone was able to tune in to see that because my DMs have been blowing up. And like I said, I had to do a phone call with someone that's like, okay, which CSM is this? How many CSMs again? How many this? And I went down through bam. So could you imagine? There was even thoughts of making E10. Jesus fucking Christ. We can't even get E9 right.
Right?
Oh, shit. Okay, so some updates. We also have the discussion of, I have a guest that will be, I'm working on the calendar, that I have a guest that I'm working with, a story out of Womack, Army Medical Center out of Fort Liberty, formerly known as Fort Bragg. Our career,
had to get it out once.
So there's an update to one of the stories. One of the stories is that the now has been moved to an investigation at a higher level, and this is the investigation of HIPAA. I can't get into too much detail of it, but that was the one I was saying where there was a creeper that used information of the patient to stalk a stalking case and all that stuff, and that was kind of like, Well, so that has been an update. Now has been moved to a more formal relook and an informal investigation. We'll get details on that one. The behavioral health one, that is getting an update because I'm going to interview the individual here once we get through the calendar mess of, and that individual is going to tell his story of what happened with his experience in Womack. And that's the 2 updates from the Womack story that we're working on right now. SOF, RSOF, USASOC, First Special Forces Command. There's the case of the tab revocations and why 2 individuals are getting their tabs revoked and 1 individual's not. Which the one that's not is the one that's involved in the case of fraternization. Almost the same fucking situation as Sergeant Major Sampson.
Yes. Yeah.
NCO fucking a subordinate, or I'm sorry, commissioned officer fucking their subordinate. Everyone kind of knew about it. Ha 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 ha. And then the that's it. However, there was another incident where a Green Beret was admitted to taking a gummy that he thought was probably sus. They pulled his tab immediately. Come to find out that his piss test came back negative. So now, what are you going to do? There's more information that's going to come out on that story. And then there's more information coming out on the 160th pilot about his tab revocation, even though something that happened that charges were dropped on as well. So it's not just Big Army. It's not just Big Army. It's happening even in the in RSOF. Pip says that a guy told on himself versus a guy who needed to be told. Yeah, exactly that.
Exactly.
That we've discussed this before. Somebody who admits that he really fucked up and then came back negative. Case closed. Go back to your fucking unit. You dumb shit. Hope you don't fucking do this again, and I hope you learn your lesson. Peace out. Go deploy in support of America. Go do your shit. But if you did get busted, there's more details that I've been given that I'm waiting for that I'm allowed or not allowed to say. I just want to make sure that that's just the wave top of the 3 cases in RSOF that's currently happening right now. And that's the one that's got me as well, is the who gets their tab revoked as opposed to who gets to keep their tab, and then some get to go and then some get to stay. The guy, I'm sorry if I got my fucking tab revoked after something that I admitted to when everyone else is fucking doing shit scot-free.
Exactly.
Would you at this point be
like they know they're wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
They know they're wrong.
Well, you know what the culture is with the bros, man? Hey, man, come on, don't rat me out. Shit. Gummy Beret and the Lovebirds. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Gummy Beret and the Lovebirds. Leave CSM Walsh alone. We're not talking about him. That's a Monday edition shit.
I would trust the guy that ate the gummy over the guy that's fucking his soldiers.
Right.
Put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Friend of mine, friend of mine said that post on his Facebook, all these CSMs fired means nothing. No matter what they did, they'll all get to retire with full benefits, and then the goober they have been mentoring will just take over. And
I mean, not wrong.
So yeah, again, okay. 2 more stories that we're gonna cover that we wanted to hit, and one of them was from our friends over at Recruiter Times. Like I said, we talked to other. We talk to other pages. We talk to other groups, pages, and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're not snobby. We're not
snobby. I want all to succeed in their memedom. I want all to succeed in their memeing empire. I don't flow the role, so I'll be in a DM like, hey, aren't you the guy that's on? Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. All right, aren't you? Okay, cool. Hey, aren't you the other guy that's? Yeah, we're cool. All right, cool. Once we do the. Yeah. Once we do the meme page handshake and all that stuff, then we're good to go. So this one right here,
show me your name, I'll show you mine.
Yeah, exactly. Show you. Come on, man. We want to play that gay chicken shit. That's what fucking trying to get me relieved. Anyways, too soon. So this is out of Tom's recruiting station. Just heads up, my grandmother passed away. Putting in leave whenever I find the dates of the funeral. Hey, how about hey, Sergeant? I found out my grandma passed away last night. Put in leave for blah blah blah. My bad, Sergeant. I'm just in a daze of disrespect. Dude, I'm fucking telling you what. This is some hands.
I would love to just find this guy.
This is some hands throwing criteria right here.
Oh, absolutely.
How the fuck?
I'm retired. I'll throw my hand.
Yeah, dude.
And how much do you spell staff sergeant the correct way? Thompson, recruiting station.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, exactly. How about you show some respect and a little bit of a sympathy there? I know when I have a family member die, I don't fucking give a fuck what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, my family member died.
You're lucky you got a test.
Exactly. You got a lucky that I test that I'm up and out.
Yeah.
But to throw this,
you're lucky you heard from me.
Yeah, exactly. To throw this, hey, how about, hey, Sergeant? What? Are you really gonna fucking pull rank over text? You know what? Somebody asked me something. A good question. Somebody asked a good question. Does having 600-20 apply to text? In text? Because of.
I mean, I would like to see someone try to give you CFJ over because
especially
I'll be your barracks lawyer.
Especially something like this. Can you? I mean, could you get in trouble to say, "Hey, fuck off, Sergeant"? I just told you. I would put Sergeant if he's like, "Hey, how about that, Sergeant?" Oh no, fuck you. I'm gonna put, "Hey, Sergeant, what the fuck are you talking about? I literally just told you that my grandmother just died. Fuck you." Soldiers are rising up.
And I think I've seen this. I'm pretty sure that this is between a sergeant and a staff sergeant. I'm pretty sure that is it. So this is like a junior NCO correcting another junior NCO. So
the sergeant is staff
sergeant that doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like staff sergeant from Thompson recruiting station, call me. So I can just tell you about yourself.
Well, see, the thing is that look I actually have been told by soldiers. As a matter of fact, I just got a text from a former soldier, somebody that I served with. That was my former company commander. He just told me that he just had a baby. So congrats, Steve. Congrats on the little children's. And they know. Hey, congratulations, awesome. But if I was still in, I would say, oh, hey man, congratulations, thank you, awesome. What do I need to send?
Hey, sir, how about my rank before you tell me to
Hey, you should address me as first sergeant. I mean, because like I said, he was my company commander. But yeah, dude, that's awesome shit. You should be sharing these moments, good and bad, with your leaders, and your leaders should not be dicks about this. And hey, how about days I died? Okay, dude. That right there is some.
I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
You gotta call Thompson recruiting station. Exactly that. No,
let me talk to this SG because he doesn't know how to like properly capitalize it. I mean, the My Bad Stuff Sergeant that's in a daze does know how to do it correctly. But yeah,
exactly. Exactly. Greg out of the X app chat.
Let me show my respect to the staff sergeant that lost his grandmother.
Exactly that. Our condolences at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio to you, Sergeant, on the loss of your grandmother. Greg in the X app chat says, "Tell me you're a horrific cocksucker of a leader without telling me you're a horrific cocksucker." Oh man! Oh wait, the CSM jokes are coming in. 7 CSMs walk into a bar.
CSMs walk into a bar. I
wonder if they actually see that one. I think that CSM. I don't know the CSM of this recruiting station. I'm gonna tell you what.
Then you stay clear of the bars, close cells 1 through 4. I mean, they're not going to need to go near the bars because all of them are going to be in cells.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. There's a comment in the chat that makes complete 100% sense. Let the captain and the sergeant first class, the ones that they're fucking each other, get away with it, and you'll see them do it again as a colonel or CSM someday.
Absolutely.
These CSMs didn't just start being shady. It's
No,
funny.
they did not.
It's funny to joke about it when he had the same ones. We'll turn around and do the same thing when nobody's watching. Exactly, sure. Man, y'all active in the chats. Appreciate it. You guys like broken 100 messages so far in the chats. We're looking at all the combined chats, and you guys are just on fire tonight. So that's the story. Those are the stories for Sorens and the CSMs. Again, up to 6. We will find out if the news is going to break it out, and if they don't, then I guess we'll be keeping you posted. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some angry DMs, and I'm gonna find you, yada yada yada, for posting.
Make sure you use the proper title when you DM.
Yeah, call me Ken.
I'm Lady Spanky.
Yeah,
I'm Lady
Ken.
Spanky.
Yeah, I've waited a long time to retire to be called by my first name. I'm just Ken. Call me Ken. So the last thing we're talking about, I just want to give a shout out real quick. You guys know we do closed business shout outs, right? And at close of business shout outs on U.S. Army WTF Moments, soldiers or leaders highlight, accomplishments or highlights something that, that they one of their troops did something good. One of the troops did something great. And they're one of the ones that say, hey, you're fucking, my soldier did this. Look at my soldiers. Hey, look at, U.S. leaders should be looking at your soldiers like you're happy to have your kids. Hey, look at my kids when your kids take a first walk, or when your kids do their first jump, or they're off rappelling. Did you just see my little private? Oh my God, you see her so cute. You did look at that little private right there. Look at her. She's an artillery. She's pulling. She's fucking kicking ass in the tanks, right? You're awesome, right? Well, we did a shout out because somebody sent us a message. Say, did you? Hey, we hit up Tabasco, like the Tabasco. And this is a story that I'm glad Spanky was like, don't forget the Tabasco, because this is a good story, but we're going to bring it up anyways. But, Spanky's all up on the good news stuff too. So this story's awesome. Yeah. I like this fucking story. This is a story here on a discussion of the question of why did we get away from the little Tabasco bottles in our MREs? You guys know, you guys served, and the veterans that know, you back in the day used to open them up and like, oh shit, look at this. Oh yeah, look at this. This is you. Tabasco also has multi-flavors. I am not being paid, endorsed, or getting any of the residuals from Tabasco for discussing this. However, we appreciate you guys keeping it spicy because a soldier reached out and said, hey, I'm deployed currently to Camp Croft, Hungary. And all of us are wondering why the 1/8 ounces of bottles of Tabasco sauce are being replaced with poor quality chili powder, hot powder, in all the MREs. Thanks. Hey, look, man, these freaking our troops are amazing. So this is our shout out to the Tabasco. What was it, McKinney? Is that who they call it? Is that who they're called? I don't know the company. But yes, CSM Tabasco waterboarding. Ooh, Ooh, it's not waterboarding unless you're using Tabasco sauce. Is that what you're saying? So we're going to give a shout out to the soldier that requested, hey, what the hell's going on with these little Tabasco bottles? And we're going to show you what Tabasco responded with. If you get me an address, I will send you some Tabasco sauce. And I have looked all over for it. And I promise you, it was some brainchild of some bureaucrat in Washington, D.C. True. I'm a former Marine, so you can trust me. I feel your pain. Send me the address and I'll hook you up. Warmest regard, and keep life spicy. Well, thanks, Tabasco. This is a shout out to you guys as well for keeping it spicy. I'm gonna say right now, hey, this is the community that I'm talking about right here, where we see the Joes out doing their shit. And dude, oh man, their Tabasco sauce, man, are freaking the shit. They've now come out with some new habanero, green chilies.
Yes, and the Slim Jims.
And
they got Slim Jims too.
They got enough. Yeah, the troops told us they got enough Tabasco now to last them for a long time. So I just wanted to give a shout out and a real quick salute to Tabasco for launching this and McKinney Company, and also to Robbie, the guy who the Chief Information Officer and Vice President of Information Systems, to send out to the troops. And this is what we're talking about. David, of course, there's no former Marines. You put I put coffee in your Tabasco sauce in the morning. It's okay. I snort a couple of Tabasco lines before we start a show. There you go. I would tell you
I shower with it.
Yeah, exactly that. I shave with that shit. I scrub myself with that. That's how I clean up. That's how I keep it spicy. So again, shout out to McKinney Company and the Tabasco crew for sending out a few. That's a lot of Tabasco. Look at that.
Yes, they are set.
They are set for a while to make some awesome chorizo and eggs. Ooh, now I'm hungry. I want some chorizo and eggs now.
Or no, they can hook up that spaghetti emery with the hot cheeses and the Tabasco. That is literally the only emery I would eat.
Ooh, man.
Spaghetti with the hot cheeses and Tabasco.
Oh, so much pleasure in my mouth. Such love, such joy.
So much pleasure in my mouth.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm fucking sing along and shit, making jokes and throwing some songs out.
I know. We had to wrap that up.
We had to wrap it up
after all the sergeant majors that fell down.
Yeah, all the sergeant majoring that we dropped dimes on. Of course, there would more information coming out. And again, I really want to throw some shout outs to all the other Mill Meme pages that have asked us to that have they ran with the scoop. And this is what it's all about. And I'm gonna say what the Screaming Memes, they freaking, I mean, like I said, on point. They scream. How do I keep saying Screaming Memes again? God damn it, I'm fucking up. They're like,
because they're the Screaming Eagles.
Yeah, the Screaming Eagles. Yeah, it's like that. So again, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna give them one more shout out before we close out. Is kudos to 101st Meme and Eagles for the break of the stories, and share, like, and follow their shit too, because I guarantee it, you're gonna see a lot more. And all this stuff I'm looking at is like, oh man, thanks a lot, guys. Do you mind if we, we're gonna prop you up and we're gonna talk about some of the information. So again, 101st Meme and Eagles, a source of all information within the 104th Chair Assault Division. Sorry, I threw the Chair Assault in because everybody knows airborne is a way of life. And anyways, that's just my balls of the shaft, balls of the shaft of the eagle. What? What is that? That must be a 101st thing. Anywho, I bet there is a dirty CSM hotline popping off right now. Report them POSs, mofos with proof. As I can say right now, my DMs have been blowing up. Inbox is filling up with more information. And of course, we'll keep you posted on all the stories. That CSM that we just talked about is going to get more likely posted in a couple hours anyways, in the normal posting rotation. So with that, Spanky, do we got anything else we want to talk about? We got some housekeeping to do, don't we?
We got to get that lemon pledge.
Yeah, girl. Yet. Let's if making fun of it is making fun of Fort Campbell. Okay, good. All right, cool. I didn't know. Sorry. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I just want to make sure I was not I don't like I said, I never served in 101st Screaming Beagles, and so I didn't want to sit there and stolen Eagle Valor or something like that. I don't want anybody to get mad.
I mean, I was, but just to do USR. That's what I did.
Yeah, exactly. The Air Force C-47 trainer, a.k.a. the Screaming Mimi. Yeah, see? A TV show Riptide about those two PIs with the Screaming Mimi helicopter. At any rate, so you're listening, you're watching, hearing, you're looking at Sergeant's Time with myself and Spanky every Thursday, of course. And keeping in line with Army tradition, Sergeant's Time is the unofficial Sergeant's Time LPD channel. It's unofficial. Did you know the NCO Journal now has the official Sergeant's Time podcast? And I'm like, Klimt.
Well, we're the first.
Yeah, well, everyone's like, "Hey, dude, you're still in your brand," but I kind of look at it like that's like a form of flattery. That's like they decided to go formal with this. They official. You can always check out the NCO Journal on Friday.
They have to really watch their mouth, though.
Yeah, they got to be careful what they say. They do the Army's officially Sergeant's Time and stuff like that, and we shoot posts on it. So they're on Fridays. They post their stuff. The NCO Journal posts on Friday. Of course, the Harding Project, they're going to go public and going mobile. They even asked me to join them to go on their their country tour of NCO development. Of course, we all talked about from smoke pit to strategy when I had Leah and I had Leighton on the show to discuss the Harding Project. I'm excited. I got to fix that fucking graphic for Friday. It's not Friday Night Freedom. And so what happened to the 309 CSM? Yeah, he's got relieved and also this stuff for being involved with his subordinate, and she's pregnant, and there you go. And that's probably not going to happen to her. There we go. At the time she was in. Yeah, so there you go. That's why I asked to answer the question. Don't worry, when the stream ends, you guys can go back and rewind it. Friday's Friday FTX / Open Space. Of course, normally we will have the crew at From the Ashes Radio or U.S. Space Force Late for Changeover fill in a Friday as we update the graphics and all that. Of course, Saturday's not a show. That is also the co-op slot. So if you see Nemo running and gunning with WTF Nation Gaming, then of course that's Saturday. Sunday is the Sports Bar with the actual King Smith. And, of course, our beloved coach. What do you hear? What do you say? Look at all of it. All the time. He comes in there with, of course, with their unorthodox veteran optics and, of course, shit talking on sports commentary. I love tuning in some of their shows. Like I said, I'm running around doing appointments or something like that during the day. And I listen to all of our shows when I'm on doing road trips or I'm doing some stuff or working out. And I guarantee it, dude, friggin', oh, my God. Oh God, they're a crack up. Monday, of course, myself.
I mean, they got me listening to sports stuff.
I know, right? Exactly. Like, they got. I mean, they clown on the Raiders a little bit too much, but just whatever. But they clown on all teams pretty equally. And then on Monday is the Monday edition with myself and Massey, where we talk all news, commentary, and discussion. Tuesday, of course, Pop Culture Warrior. I mean, John Wissenship came on and revealed his cancer prognosis and diagnosis and recovery. I'm gonna say it was an exclusive. I really appreciate the Flash coming on to shoot the shit with Mike and Michael Carrasquillo, also known as the Pop Culture Warrior, with either Angry Elf or Mad Mike. What is it with the temper thing that he has for his co-hosts? Angry Elf, Mad Mike. What's going to be next? Butthurt Bob?
Get him, I know. Gosh, he's got hard on his show.
Yeah, he's like angry. I just realized that he's got an angry co-host, Angry Elf and Mad Mike. Damn, Mike, CQ.
Gosh, what does he do to them? They get so mad.
Exactly. Don't forget, we got the Team Sorents, TZ, and of course the big guns, former Marine and paratrooper, Radar. And then of course, right back to me and Spanky on Sergeant's Time. Share like a file. We're live on 5 platforms, 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, and live on the X app. That X app is pumping now with us. We were kind of slow on that, but currently we have 242 viewers right now on the X app. That's
they nuked my account. Maybe I'll have to go back.
Yeah, well, that's
I'll think about that soon.
That's what I'm saying, because most of the followers on the radio page are all senior Army leaders, some influencers. My crush, my Star Wars crush, Vanessa Marshall. Anyways,
that's just it. Soon,
so yeah,
I'll come back.
Yeah, I'm about to say you want to come back and get some of them Elon bucks too. You get paid for shit posting. That's fucking awesome. That is so awesome.
Oh,
so make sure you share, like, and follow. Make sure you, like I said, if you guys want to hit us up for a podcast you want to attend. Just hit, if you're on the X app, just go in there and say, hey, I want to be on the show, or hey, I want to talk on the show. Go to WTF Nation Radio on the X app, and then, of course, or go to contact@WTFNationRadio.com to send an email out, and that email is getting flooded now with, guest requests and stuff like that. We have some crazy guest requests, and again, the amount of information that we get, if we get to you, we get to you. Don't get butthurt. If we, you guys are blowing me off, we just get a lot of emails with some show requests or appearance requests. I opened up the calendar because I said, me and Spanky might hang out at Fort Cavazos, and the next thing you know, all right, it's a little bit too much. Look for more guests coming out. Well, there's a lot of guests right now that we got on the calendar that's tentative, so obviously I'm not going to announce them and name them off right now, but again, share, like, and follow. We got, again, guys, we appreciate y'all hanging out. We appreciate y'all shooting the shit and all your commentary in the comments. And with that, Spanky, you got anything?
I do not. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Oh, sweet dreams. Oh, shit.
I know. There you go.
Yeah, all right. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
soldier's tale of wild misdeeds, from the chow hall to the PT grind. You won't believe the things you'll find. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private tensions far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army type of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army double the force, the madness we know. A Humvee stuck in the mud so deep. A midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army top of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army double the force, the madness we know. The mud so deep, a midnight rain, no time for sleep. Emerge straight like gold in hand. The strangest sights in this foreign land. Drill sergeant's rage, a fiery storm. Private antics far from the norm in the shadows where the secrets lie. Army WTF you can't deny. Army top of the stories unfold. In the heart of the chaos the truth is told. From the field to the base the legends grow. Army double the force, the madness we know. In the ranks where the wild things roam. Every soldier's got a tale of their own. From the absurd to the downright strange. Army tales untold. In the Army's world, we're the brave and bold. Live the moments that make us say, Army double for fuff every single day.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.